The basic principle is that if you spin a disc really quickly, its angular momentum tries to keep it perfectly stable. If you try to tilt it in this direction, it starts rotating on the vertical axis. This is called precession. But if instead of tilting it, we cause it to precess, it actually tilts the disc in the opposite direction. It's because of this that a gyro will always try to find its way back to equilibrium. Brennan saw this as the key to keeping his train balanced, and so he experimented by placing a small flywheel in a model train and hooking it up to an electric motor. Initially this worked, and anytime the train started to fall, the disc would precess and keep the train upright. The problem was that when the train turned, the gyro didn't turn with it, since it was trying to maintain its position in space. From the train's point of view, the gyro was precessing, which caused the train to tilt over and fall off the track. To solve this problem, Brennan put a second gyro in the train and made it spin in the opposite direction. Both were connected by a gear, so that when one gyro precessed, the other would precess in the exact opposite direction. When the train turned a corner, both gyros wanted to keep facing the same way. But this was impossible, and so both gyros were forced to rotate with the train, and this unwanted precession got cancelled out. With another problem solved, he started working on the full-size prototype that he could test with real passengers. This was a 12-meter-long, 22-ton vehicle with two massive gyros spinning at 3,500 RPM. But scaling up his design uncovered a massive problem. Now that some serious weight was involved, the gyros weren't only fighting against their own rotation, but also the force of gravity trying to pull down the train. This was much easier to overcome in Brennan's smaller model, but with 22 tons now trying to pull the train over, the gyros had to be much stronger. The next day, while having lunch, a letter arrived that would have the key to this solution. It was a letter from the King of Nigeria, saying that he had a large amount of money for Brennan. Just kidding, this never happened. But if it did, Brennan could have asked Incogni, today's sponsor, to stop